applied to the Regional Coordinating Council for a government bungalow. And we look at your situation. If you deserve one, if you deserve to live in a government bungalow, we have an allocation committee that will vet your application. And if they are satisfied and they think that there's a vacant house that you can live in, you go through, you complete a form, and that form is put on file. Then the committee will now allocate a house to you with approval of management. And then once the house is allocated to you, if it is habitable, you go and immediately occupy it. If it is not habitable and you need to do some renovation here and there, you go ahead and renovate it to your standard, and then you move in. That's the procedure for allocating houses in the Upper West region.
Thank you very much, Chairman. I have been a deputy minister for the Works and Housing Ministry before. I've been a minister of state. And I'm happy that you go through the processes before the allocation. But you left the most important thing. After the vetting, once you approve the application, the person has to bring his or her pay slip, so that immediately you notify controller that you've allocated bungalow A or B to Honorable Jifa Gomashi, so that the rent will be deducted at source. Once you don't notify them, they cannot deduct it, and it becomes a problem.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
Honorable Jifa.
Thank you, Chairman. Your guest just said, well noted. Is that an indication that you didn't know this before?
Okay, we know this. I didn't want to drag the issue. Honorable Chair, in the Upper West region, okay, so let me explain. In the Upper West region, some times back, because of challenges of getting money to renovate the houses, I think there was an arrangement that the Regional Coordinating Council should collect the rent and use it to renovate the houses. So that system of inputting, staff salaries for it to deduct it as source is no more in vogue in many of the regions. So the Regional Coordinating Council collects the rent, and so far we have evidence of a number of renovations that we have done. Because in the past, anytime you collect the rent was deducted as source, it was difficult getting it back from the Ministry of Works and Housing and using it to renovate the houses. So if you check many of the regional coordinating councils now, it's the coordinating councils that are collecting the rent and using it to renovate the houses. So apart from Greater Accra, that I'm aware that they are still deducting rent from workers' salaries. In the other regions, it's no more the case.
So.
Yes, so I've worked in a number of regions. That's what I'm referring to. But in my region, this is what happens.
So, Director, you are saying that the committee goes through all this process, allocates the accommodation, and then their work ends there. They don't pursue it to the conclusion, which is to be the part where the occupants pay for what they have received.
That is what I'm saying. Your Honorable Chair, the question referred to deduction as source. That's what I'm trying to explain. That for us in the Upper West region, that deduction as source is no more in vogue. We collect the rent at the Regional Coordinating Council and use it to renovate the houses. That's what I'm just explaining.
But is there a policy to that?
Yes. Well, I went and met it, so that's what has been in practice.
Honorable Mutala, and that will be the last.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Coordinating Director, has there been a reduction in the accommodations available for employees within the region?
Yes, a reduction in the sense that some of the houses have deteriorated up to the point that they are not habitable. So in that case, yes, there's a reduction.
So the reduction is as a result of the deterioration of some of the facilities?
Yes, please.
But you have your development plan every year, right?
Yes.
And you do a review of the development plans?
Yes.
And you don't think that it is essential that if the accommodation that are available for employees within the region don't you think that it would have been appropriate that if you were factoring that into your plans in terms of renovation to put them in shape?
Yes, so because we don't receive adequate funds from central government, so this is a measure we have put in place to renovate the houses. So currently, the renovations are ongoing. As and when we collect the rent, we go ahead and renovate in stages. So those that are not habitable, we try to put them in shape. Then we put some more tenants inside.
So have some of these facilities been sold?
No, in the Upper West region, no.
Not even one?
Not even one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Okay, leadership.
Did you say you collect the rent and use it to renovate?
Yes,
the-
please.
So
Yes.
why are some of the properties in deplorable condition that you have to reduce the rent?
So that's what I'm saying, that we are renovating them in stages. We can't renovate all at once. So as and when we get the money, we renovate some.
Is the money enough to renovate those properties?
So we
The
take
rent
them
you
one
collect.
at a time. We take the houses one at a time.
How many of those houses are we talking about?
How many that we have renovated?
No,
or-
how many in total are the houses that you have that you want to renovate?
Oh, there are quite a lot. They are quite different.
How many?
Oh, right now I can't.
Give me
I
a
can't give-
figure. Guess. Give me a figure.
Oh,
50, 20, 10. Tell me something.
there are more than, if you have 138 tenants, as indicated in the report, it means that there are more than that.
Well, my worry is that if you collect the money and you use it to renovate the properties, and I can see a situation where the central government is saying that, well, you are not bringing the IGF, so if you apply for anything to renovate your houses, they may decline. And I'm sure the rent you are collecting is not enough to renovate your 100 houses.
Yes, definitely. It's
So
not enough.
you may be, shooting yourself in the foot.
Yes.
Because if you were giving the IGF to government and then you apply for big money to renovate, they may do it. But this peanut that you are keeping to yourself. Meanwhile, you have 100 houses. I'm not sure the rent for even 1 year can renovate one house.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
think about that.
Okay.
That's
thank
my
you.
only.
Thank you, Honorable.
Sir, so how much rent are they paying?
The rent is in stages, depending on the size of the house and also the facilities in the house. So for bungalows, they pay about 350 Ghana. 350 Ghana for bungalow.
For bungalow?
Yes.
How many bedrooms?
About 4-bedroom bungalow is
4-bedroom
350,
bungalow.
Yes. Then the 3-bedroom and 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom is 250.
250.
Then 2-bedroom is 150. Then a single bedroom is 60 Ghana.
60 Ghana?
Yes.
And with these rents amount, they have accumulated over 300,000.
Yes, please.
So how many years has it taken them to accumulate over 300,000?
Okay, so what we observe is that for since 2015, so this rent accumulated from 2015. This 300 and something thousand is from 215.
Enough questions.
All right. That'll be all for you. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Do we have the Upper East Coordinating Council, Upper East? No. Now let's have Public Sector Reform Secretariat. They are not on the sheet. Can you introduce yourself to the committee?
Honorable Chair, my name is Thelma Ohine-Siama. I'm a director at the Public Sector Reform Secretariat. Thank you.
I'm William Ofemensa. I'm the chairman of the audit committee. My name is Isaac Champo, the chief accountant, Public Sector Reform Committee, Secretariat.
We didn't hear you, so pull the mic to your, closer to you.
I'm Isaac Champo, chief accountant, Public Sector Reform Secretariat.
Okay.
I'm Emmanuel Saki, the chief internal auditor.
All right, thank you very much. I think we have two issues in the reports. The first one in paragraph 1373 on page 419. It's on non-refund of per diem. The auditors noted that one Mr. Thomas Kusi Boafo of the Secretariat failed to refund a total of $4,959 paid to him as per diem for a study tour in Canada, which did not take place. So you have to refund the money from Mr. Kusi Boafo. Have you?
Honorable Chair, thank you. Mr. Thomas Kusi Boafo has refunded the full amount plus the interest at the prevailing Bank of Ghana rate.
And that amounted to how much?
So please, the initial amount was $4,959 US dollars. And as of 23rd July, he refunded 4,967,000 US dollars, 93 cents.
67,000 US dollars?
Yes, please. 4,967 US dollars and 93 cents. And as at 26th July, he also refunded the interest.
Which is how much?
He paid in cedis, so that is 5,400 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Yes.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the full amount with interest has been recovered.
With the interest?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Okay. That's good. Let's move to the next one, which is paragraph 1377. It's on missing HP laptop. So the auditors noted that this laptop allocated to Mr. Dr. Betty Nano could not be accounted for and was alleged stolen in her office. However, there was no police report to substantiate this claim. So the auditors have asked the director to recover the market value of the laptop from Dr. Betty. Has that been done?
So, Honorable Chair, regarding this, when we initially had that query from the external auditors, we did an assessment, and as at that time, that was last year, October, the value of that laptop was 9,516 Ghana cedis. But when we received your letter and then we looked at the Auditor General's recommendation, we were supposed to assess it by the current market value. And we did that, and then on 22nd July, when we assessed it, it was 31,000 Ghana cedis.
31,000?
Yes, please.
Hey,
and so we have...
within 1 year? Or less
almost a year.
So the inflation rate that they be giving us is not correct. 9,000 to 31,000. It's over 300%. Yes. So this is real inflation rate. This is a correct inflation rate. Okay, go ahead.
So Dr. Bettina Noatha was duly informed, and she has paid 9,516 Ghana cedis. That's the old assessed amount. So we have gone ahead and withheld her last consultancy fee. And I'm seeking your permission respectfully to deduct the remaining amount from the last consultancy fee.
Is she a consultant to the Secretariat?
Yes, she was a consultant. Her consultancy is over.
It's over?
Yes, please.
As part of the consultancy, is the office supposed to provide her with the laptop?
Yes.
And after the consultancy, she must return the laptop?
Please. Yes, please.
So when you did assessment first, what prevented her from paying?
Honorable, I did all that I could by writing to her and talking to her verbally. But I think that she didn't understand. I don't understand why. I can't tell why she didn't do it.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, respectfully, I want to find out how was the assessment done? A laptop costing 9,000 last year, and now costing 31,000. I don't know how the assessment was done. Did you take into consideration the depreciation of the machine at the time they bought and at the time that you were doing the assessment? Thank you.
I think the assessment is about how much that machine costs now. So it's a matter of going to the market to verify how much it is. It's not the value of the one that had been stolen. You can't get it back to assess it. So you only know the replacement cost. So the current price is what they have done, they look at.
I have a comment. I look at the Auditor General's recommendation, and I have a problem with it. But this laptop was given to the doctor to use, and he has used it for some time. Maybe, as he said, in furtherance of the work of the organization, he's taking it away. You ask him to pay for it, and you say he should pay the current market value of it. Even if he has returned it, at a time, after using for about 1 year, and you were supposed to go and sell that laptop, you may get it 30% of the value. So the Auditor General's recommendation, for me, is a bit problematic. He says you should go to the market and look at the current value of that laptop and let him to pay. Chairman, my view, I think that is a bit unfair.
What the Auditor General did is just to get a replacement of the laptop. If you can go and bring the one stolen back, they will take it.
Chairman. Mr. Chairman, if you look at the recommendation is talking of the current market value of the laptop. It means that of that laptop, not of a similar or an equivalent or replacement cost. So if we are going to looking at the current after the laptop was used for 1 year, is the current market price of that laptop used for 1 year. It's not a replacement cost or buy a similar laptop. So for me, I think With the 9,000.
So give me the replacement cost. Give me the current value of that laptop.
Yes, so it means that, even if I assume that there was no depreciation, it's a second-hand laptop at the time. When you put it in the market, how much would that laptop cost?
That is what we want to know. How much will it cost?
So even definitely after the laptop has been used for 1 year, you can't get the 9,000, the original cost again.
You go to Zongole, you get the value.
You go to Zongole, you get 3,000. So the 9,000, the person
Listen. The laptop was not even bought at 9,000. Probably it was bought around 4,000 or 5,000. That is it. But if you want to get that laptop now, if you can go to wherever they said use one, you can get the same and bring it, then you have replaced it. But you can't get it.
Again, look at the statement. The statement is talking of that laptop.
The current
and after use
market value of that laptop.
And take note, laptop depreciation.
How do you know that there means that particular laptop?
The statement is here. The market value of the laptop.
Of the laptop.
Of the laptop. Meaning that my understanding is that laptop.
Yes.
And even
of the laptop means that if it is Dell. Yes. If it is HP.
And Chairman, let's mark something. Ghana depreciation for laptop. When you look at our law that we pass here, it's 40%. When you buy a laptop, after 1 year, the first depreciation is 40%. So even if you want to take depreciation of the laptop, assuming that it was even bought for 10,000, the value after 1 year should be 6,000. We don't know the price. So if
we can't use that 9,000 to get the replacement of the laptop. What's the problem?
Why?
We need to agree. Then we'll agree. So that it doesn't look like all of us are favoring somebody. You understand?
If she's paid the 9,000, Chairman, I think
All right. Colleagues, I think that the views expressed by members of the committee are different. We all have different interpretation of the statement by the auditors. But let me find out from the auditor, what do you mean by replace current market value of the laptop?
Honorable Chair, we know that when equipment is given to you and you are supposed to return after your exercise or your work, you just have to return it. In a situation where it gets missing, we even have a laptop policy in audit service that when they give you a laptop, officers are giving laptop for their normal duty of work. In case you get missing through your negligence, you are asked to replace the laptop by the current value of that same laptop. If it's HP, then HP. That is how it is.
So you mean to say that the laptop you mentioned in the report is about the same brand, a replacement of the same brand, HP?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Not the one stolen?
Honorable Chair.
Not the market value of the one stolen?
Yes, Honorable Chair, because that one is already, you can't even get it. But
to value it? You can't get anywhere to value it.
You can't get anywhere to value, so.
I think the auditor.
I have not called you.
Okay.
Honorable Jifa.
Chairman, thank you. In the 1378 comment, it says that the laptop was allegedly stolen in her office. Your report doesn't say whether you confirm that indeed it happened. And if indeed it happened, Chairman, why should she be made to pay? I'm not an auditor, just using my my thinking, my layman's thinking. If you confirm that indeed it was stolen from her office, it is the office that did not ensure that her property or your property is safe. Why is she being punished to be the one paying for it?
Honorable member, if you continue reading that, the following sentence, you understand why they are asking that. However, there was no police report to substantiate the claim. So you now understood why she must refund or replace the laptop.
Chairman, I read that too, but my question is, it really doesn't make.
At least make a report to the police that this property of government with me has been stolen. Then people may not have doubts that what you are doing is something that you want to hide something. So, why? The thing is stolen, report to the police. You didn't report. And there's no claim that truly the thing was stolen. Probably it was kept somewhere. Remember yesterday, there was an issue of a truck of condoms. Yes. That was moved from Spinters Road and vanished on the way, couldn't reach Kufuria. Up to today, we can't even locate the vehicle. So that is one of those things that we're talking about.
Chairman, I hear you, but I was trying to ask the auditors if they verified that indeed it was stolen. She may not have reported it, but is there collaboration from the office that a thing like that happened?
No, the auditors have said it. They said no report to substantiate the claim.
Okay.
So they cannot substantiate whether it is true stolen or not.
I concede. I concede. Thank you, Chairman.
Yes.
Thank you. If I may add this, when the laptop got missing, she had to use her own laptop.
Yeah.
It is also true that the laptop is depreciated over a maximum of 3 years. If it is true, then at this point, the laptop cannot be in use.
Okay.
It will have been depreciated off.
Yeah.
So I want the chairman and the committee to take into consideration
this into consideration.
This fact too. Thank you.
All right. I look at paragraph 1380. Management responded that the laptop had been assessed and valued at 9,516, which had officially been communicated to Dr. Betty to refund the amount, 9,516. But she's yes to comply. Now she has complied, so let's accept that.
That's it.
Okay?
Thank you.
Honorable Chair.
All right, that'll be all for Public Sector Reform Secretariat. You are discharged. Let's have Pratt. Pratt. And it's good. Yes. Can you introduce yourself to the committee?
Thank you, Chair. My name is Gregory Septimus Seche, Acting Director of BRAD, Public Records and Archives Administration Department.
My name is Josiah Ochirijima, Principal Records Officer, BRAD.
Accountant, BRAD.
Thank you very much for coming. You have only one issue in paragraph 1369. Payment without supporting document. 79,100 Ghana cedis. The auditors noted that a total amount of 156,745 Ghana cedis made a total payment of 156,745 Ghana cedis made on 3 payment vouchers. 77,000 was accounted for, leaving a balance of 79,100 yet to be acquitted. They provided the evidence, the details on the page 418 of the report. The auditors have recommended that the director should recover the amount from the head of account and pay to Auditor General Recovery Account. Have you done that?
Honorable Chair, we have been able to retrieve them. We have been able to retrieve the relevant documents and then submitted it to the accountant, the auditor, for verification, sir.
Have they verified and were satisfied?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, they have provided all the relevant documents which we have reviewed, and we have acquitted that particular payment.
So where was the document, the PVs, at the time of the audit? Where were they?
They were, it happened that the supporting documents, we were not able to submit the attendance sheets immediately. So that was why when they came, we couldn't provide it. But we have been able to retrieve them and then giving it out.
Were they allowances paid to staff or like at meeting allowance or whatever? Is that the nature of the transaction?
It was allowances paid to the work done.
For the work done?
Yes, please.
Are the people, staff of the department, are they staff of the department?
Not all of them, sir.
Where from the people?
Where we hide them? We hide them. Please, some of them were casual workers that we added to our staff.
I'm looking at the details of the transaction. Decongestion and transfer of records to National Archives from Department of Labor. And that is 26,600. So the people who did the work, you pay them?
Yes, please.
Anyway. Auditors have verified and they are okay. So that will be all for you. You are discharged.
Thank you, Chair.
Do you have a Ministry of Local Government? Again, we don't have. Agric. Do you have Ministry of Agric? And so, Ministry of Agric, they should be the next. Okay, let me take Caldeso. Caldeso. Let me take Caldeso before Minister of Agric. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, my name is Hussein Abdurazak, the manager of the water system, Kadalso.
Honorable Chair, I'm Salah Bismillah, Secretary to the Water Supply Board, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. You have two issues in the report. The first one is paragraph 1284. All right. So the first infraction is revenue not accounted for, 5,765. You can see that one Madam Hamdia Mumiru, it's Mumiru they wrote here. So Muniru. Hamdia Muniru, who collected 12,463, but accounted for only 6,698, leaving a balance of 5,765 to be lodged into the account of the water system. Have you been able to recover the money from Madam Hamdia?
Yes, Honorable Chair. At the time of the audit, the staff we are talking about was not around, and I was just appointed 1 month at the time of audit. So I couldn't provide these documents. After that, when this recommendation came, we followed up, and it appeared she deposited the money, but kept the deposit slips at a different place. So we recovered them, and then we submitted them to the auditor, and it's been settled.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the feedback from our team indicates that they reconciled the deposit slips and an amount of 5,334.10 has been accounted for, leaving a balance of just 430 cedis.
There's a balance of 130. Do you have evidence to that also?
Yes, Honorable Chair, there's a balance of 430 cedis. We're supposed to recover this balance from the officer. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to pay staff for over a year now.
You haven't paid staff?
Yes. So it's difficult recovering 430 cedis from someone you haven't paid for over a year.
And they are still working?
Yes, somehow. These days, they come to work once a week.
Why haven't you paid them?
We are unable to generate enough revenue to run the system.
Your revenue comes from the sale of the water?
Yes, please.
Are you not producing the water?
We are not producing enough. That's one. The second reason is that it's a village. The place is a small community. So around this time of the year, nobody buys water.
They harvest water?
Yes. So we are.
And that is normal. That is normal.
Yes.
Yes.
So we are waiting, inshallah. If we are able to pay the staff, we'll recover this balance.
How much revenue do you raise in a month? In a time like this where there's no patronage?
In fact, we are unable to raise even 1,000 cedis a month.
Mm.
Yes, and we have staff strength for 4 people. Unfortunately, the salaries are even below minimum wage because of this situation. So we are just, it's like, it's our community, so we are just helping.
Are you the manager?
Yes, please.
Are you the assemblyman for the area?
It's assemblyman.
This is assemblyman.
I am the assemblyman myself.
I know assemblyman will definitely be part of this. All right. So because of that, you have to travel from Kintampo to this place.
Yes, Honorable Chair, we had to resort to opinion leaders in the community to even fare us here.
Oh, sorry for that. Let's go to the next infraction. Paragraph 1287. Non-payment of social security contribution and penalties. Oh, so you owe social security 34,000.
Yes, Honorable Chair, including the electricity bill.
Hey.
They owe everybody. You mean the water system?
The water system, yes.
The 34,000. You should go and see the MPP.
But, Honorable Chair, we've been able to...
Who is your member of parliament?
Tamponov.
Well, you should support a little bit.
When I said it, you were against it. Now you are recommending. Small, you go and pay and make news out of it. Then you are okay. Yes.
So we'll talk to your member of parliament and see what assistance he can also give. Some little assistance from him will push the water system.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Wow. Okay, that'll be all for you. You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Minister of Agric. Okay, clerk, swear them in.
Stretch out your right hand and say after me.
I, Yafrimpo Adu,
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
That the evidence I shall give before this committee.
Touching the matter in issue.
Touching the matter in issue.
Shall be the truth.
Shall be the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Honorable Ministers, you are welcome. Kindly introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. My name is Yafrimpo Adu. I am a member of Parliament for Manson Edubia constituency and Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture in charge of crops. Thank you.
Good morning, Chairman, and good morning to all members of this very powerful committee of Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Tufiru, Member of Parliament for Nantong in the Northern Region, Deputy Minister of Food and Agriculture in charge of livestock. I was a member of this committee and a deputy ranking, of course. So Chairman is my friend, and I know he's going to.
Good morning, Honorable Chair. My name is Paul Siame, the Acting Chief Director, Minister of Food and Agriculture. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, with respect, Abdul Rashid Tahiru, the Financial Controller, MOFA.
Mr. Chair, my name is Gilbert Ampe, Head of Finance and Administration, Minister of Food and Agriculture.
Thank you very much for coming. You have one more. Okay, sorry.
Two more. Mr. Chair, my name is Emmanuel Aleji Kujo. I'm the Chief Veterinary Officer at MOFA.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. My name is Eric Bentokwe. I'm the Director Acting for the Plant Protection and Regulatory Services Directorate of the Ministry. Thank you.
All right. We have about 8 infractions involving the headquarters, Veterinary Services Directorate, Plant Protection and Regulatory Service Division, the Finance Directorate, and then the Directorates of Crops Services. So we'll start with the Directorate of Crops Services, paragraph 1088. That will be taken by Honorable Sampson.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Your issue here has to do with unsupported payments. 494. What is the status now?
Chairman, respectfully, the Financial Controller will respond to this. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, all the supporting documents have been submitted and the same has been verified by the auditors. Thank you.
Auditors, are you satisfied with what they gave you? And can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, we are satisfied and we can confirm.
All right, let's go to paragraph 1091. Deputy Ranking.
Thank you very much. Mufa, the auditor's claim, or the Auditor General's report, says that you failed in disclosing, or you transferred an amount of 64 million 546,000 on 9 transactions between March 2022 and August 2022 without the relevant payment vouchers and also the supporting documents. And they recommend that the Chief Director
here have been 80% assembled by the Jospong Group, which is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. It is on that note that I'd like all of us, with warm applause, to welcome His Excellency, the President